So the Academy buried 8 categories, and Will Smith single-handedly buried the other 15. Let's talk about the Oscars.
Talk, shop, pop, movies.
Ahoy there, I'm Derek, the Convicted Cinephile. If you're a convicted cinephile yourself, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel down below. On my channel, I like to talk, shop, and pop open, that is, movies and physical media. Last night was the Oscars. There's my Oscar poster from 1997 in my kitchen. Yeah, I just want to talk about the actual show for a second. I thought the 3 hosts were better than I expected them to be. They were very funny when they did stuff, and they knew how to play off of awkwardness that happened later on in the show, which I will get to, obviously. I'm sure you saw if you are alive and have a phone. I thought the show ran smoothly enough, all things considered. I liked that there wasn't excessive useless packages, like video packages throughout the broadcast. They had the little anniversary presenters, which was nice because they just talked about it for 30 seconds maybe, and then had them present together. It wasn't like this 5-minute long drawn out thing that has nothing to do with the show itself. The only thing that was really in the show that didn't need to be there was the We Don't Talk About Bruno performance, because it wasn't nominated, but it's such a popular thing that it's like, I'll give that one a pass. Other than that, I thought it was fine. I hate that they cut the 8 craft categories into the pre-show and then edited them in later. It was done less offensively than I assumed it would have been, but just don't do that. It didn't save enough time to be worthwhile. How much time did it really save? Like 20 seconds of them walking to the stage. Cut the Bruno thing and then you got your time back. But let's get into the winners. I predicted 22 out of 23 correct. This is officially the easiest Oscar predicting year in the history of my doing it. I think I got 22 out of 24 in the past at one point when there was 2 sound categories. The only one I got wrong was the animated short. I predicted Robin Robin, but it went to The Windshield Wiper. Queen of Basketball got the documentary short. Live action short was Long Goodbye with Riz Ahmed. So Riz Ahmed has an Oscar. That is cool. I'm not complaining about that. Dune won exactly what I predicted it to. It won cinematography and visual effects, which I always say goes together more often than not, and I was right again. It won sound and editing, which goes together more often than not, which I was right about again. And then it also won art direction, which I was hoping Nightmare Alley would steal from it, and score. I believe that's what it won. It won the 6 I assumed it would win. The actors went to exactly what we expected. Will Smith, sadly, I didn't want him to win, and after what happened, I really didn't want him to win, and I was pissed about it. Jessica Chastain, nice to see her finally win an Oscar, even if it's for a not as great film, but she was great in it. Ariana DeBose and Troy Kotsur, probably everyone's favorite win out of the acting for, I would say. Just the response in general was amazing. Kenneth Branagh won original screenplay, which I predicted. I was hoping Paul Thomas Anderson would win, but they're both extremely overdue, and Paul Thomas Anderson will definitely get nominated again, probably for whatever he does next. Hopefully it's a more Academy-friendly epic-style movie like There Will Be Blood or something like that he has a better chance of winning for. But Kenneth Branagh has been nominated 8 times, finally won, and he has been nominated in 7 separate categories, which is like a record. And it was Belfast's only win of the night. Speaking of only win of the night, Jane Campion won for Power of the Dog, which is probably the only win I was personally really excited for and kind of nervous about being wrong about. It officially became the first film to only win Best Director since The Graduate in 1967, and it had 12 nominations, which is ridiculous. But that's better than losing them all and being the biggest Oscar loser of all time, like I spoke about in my previous video. Here's Oliver. On cue, Cruella got costumes, which was great. Song was No Time to Die. I was kind of hoping Dos Oruguitas would win, so Lin-Manuel Miranda could get his EGOT, but that did not happen. But he wasn't even there, so it kind of would have been for a lame moment anyways. Adapted screenplay, I didn't say. Went to Coda, which I predicted. I was kind of hoping Power of the Dog would steal it at the last second, which would have assured its possible Best Picture win, but the screenplays match Best Picture now more than director. That's the thing with the preferential ballot these days, and it's proven yet again. And Coda winning Best Picture like I said in my previous video about its stat breaking it would do if it were to win, which it did. It is the lowest nominated film to win Best Picture since, like 1933 or something like that. And it's the only film to ever win Best Picture without an editing and or directing nomination. It's the only one to not have either of those two and win Best Picture in 94 years, or at least since the editing category was created, because they didn't have it for the first several years of the Oscars, oddly enough. So yeah, good for Coda. That's what happened at the Oscars. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. I mean, it was a G.I. Jane 2 joke. Like, how offended can you get? Oh, he's here.
Talk, shop, pop, movies.